It's time for the best series we do. It's time for questions you most want answered with Jack the Jobber and me, Plumpy. Hi guys, how's it going? Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Hi Jack.
They're not gonna go. We're all right. Yeah, just in my bedroom having roll the thing. You need to edit this one quickly. We can't. Come on, we can't.
You're right. Let's make this one streamlined and easy for Adam Pacitti to edit. Let's just get straight into the questions. Let's not even muck around with any of the kind of tangential stuff that we talk about, despite the fact that that is very often considered to be the lifeblood of this series, because it really is just a chat between you and me. We're just having just a bit of banter, just you and me shooting the breeze, shooting the shit,
like
gabbing on, shooting the stuff.
It's like that series with Rob Brydon and Steve Coogan.
Oh, The Trip.
The Trip. It's like The Trip.
It's a bit like that, isn't it? Like
we're not nearly as funny, but it's like that.
No, we're taking like a sort of historical kind of meander around like wrestling culture, like our opinions.
Yeah.
We're just enjoying, occasionally we do impressions, don't we?
We do impressions. It is like the Trip. Yeah.
I haven't seen the most recent series, have you? The Trip.
I've really not watched it too much.
It's
ever.
Good. You'd really like it, yeah. Rob Brydon is very good. Coogan's the heart and soul of it though, because he plays like a guy who's really full of himself.
So the first question surely must be from the Real Hobo King.
Is that a knock on Joe?
I don't know. To be fair, today on Ups and Downs, whenever this is recorded on the same day as Ups and Downs, I revealed, well, it's been revealed anyway now. In Orlando, there was a shocking revelation that Hobo Joe is Phil.
That's right.
Phil's never appeared on camera. We've just referred to Phil behind the camera, like, oh Phil, you get this edited, please, mate. And then, but now he's Hobo Joe, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Who was that an impression of?
Just a Cockney saying Phil.
All right.
The Real Hobo King.
Lovely Hobo Joe.
Hello.
Do you need some help with that edit, Jack? I'll be very happy to help you.
He's just a really nice guy. That's the thing about Hobo Joe. That's his gimmick.
No, he messes up my hair when he's drunk. Who has had?
That's true, actually. When Hobo Joe's drunk, he goes for your hair. It's brilliant. Like, you almost laid him out once.
Well, it's usually when I'm talking to ladies.
It was like, it's brilliant because, I mean, I wasn't there, but I've heard that he was probably about 2 ruffles of your hair away from you flipping out and sort of just going scream mental on him, because you have a breaking point, Jack. People don't know this about you, but you do.
Sorry, Jack.
The Real Hobo King says, who has had the greatest Mania matches ever? Like, who's been the best at WrestleMania, excluding Undertaker and Shawn Michaels?
Oh, so who's turned in the best WrestleMania performances?
Apart from the two who
on average?
I guess, yeah, the question's kind of open-ended.
You could say maybe Bret Hart, but that match with Vince really took his average down.
Well, I was going to say Austin, but that match with Scott Hall wasn't anything special.
No. Maybe Cena.
Maybe Cena.
Like, what are his really bad WrestleMania matches? Like, people don't like him.
How was the one with Michaels?
Really good.
Was it good?
WrestleMania 23, the main event was amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
His match with Triple H was good. Like, I guess you could say that match with Edge and the Big Show wasn't that great, but he did lift both guys.
There was a moment. Yeah, maybe it's Cena, In terms of moments, maybe it's Hogan.
I mean, I watched his matches too late.
Same.
And so now, like, Andre the Giant and Ultimate Warrior, I know what happens, I know the big moments, and they completely bore the tits off me.
This is awful. Can't.
Is that an impression of me?
No, I was just being us young, stupid millennials, just being like,
oh, this is awful.
He doesn't do a single flip.
What the hell?
I thought him and Andre were going to do the Osprey and Ricochet thing, where they both do a handspring, flip back in the middle, and just wait. Zoom does gaming. I guess he does. What's your favourite botch in a match? Obviously it's not going to be ones where someone was seriously injured.
No.
Of course. I'm trying to think of funny little botches and stuff. Should we expand it to promos as well, even? Because, I
mean, botch promos are amazing. We're live, pal.
We're live, pal's great.
We're live, pal. Psycho Sid just saying, I messed it up, can we start again on live TV? Psycho Sid, I have half the brain that you do.
I was going to say that one. Who kicked whose leg out of whose leg? I kicked your leg out of your leg.
Owen Hart.
Yeah.
I kicked your leg out of your leg.
I was going to say, this is totally less serious. When Mark Henry couldn't get the cage door open and he's just yank it, he puts one leg up and he's just like, come on.
Well, Batista's
his
just
hair's just, yeah. I love that one. Imagine if it had happened to Kane during his debut.
Oh, we'd never have seen him again.
No.
I mean, the Superdome, Silverdome.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
It was genuinely sort of like heartwarming.
Because he's stuck in the past and he just can't let go.
Yeah, because he's an old, confused dude.
That got depressing. And it's not even the darkest question on here. Mr. Faubin, or Phobin, apologies. What will Bray's House of Horror match be like? What do you think it's going to be like? What's going to be in store between Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton at Payback in the House of Horror match?
I've got a feeling it's going to be like the Broken Hardy stuff.
But in the ring.
Do you think?
In the arena. Yeah, I think it'll be in the arena.
Do you think like backstage brawl sort of thing?
I saw somewhere, someone had said that WWE put out some kind of survey or something, saying what would you like to see in the House of in the
Come up with our gimmick for us.
is it House of Horrors? Is that what it is?
It's a House of
Horror
Horrors
match, and the options were like chairs, weapons, bugs. I was like, no.
Well, he is obsessed with worms and maggots and cockroaches.
He is now. I was listening to Meltzer and Alvarez's recap of WrestleMania. He was like, and then first there was worms, and then there were crickets. Ironically,
Oh,
because the crowd weren't into it.
they sure weren't.
Sure weren't. They weren't the only crickets. Oh, because there was crickets on the slide.
I've got a feeling that Bray Wyatt's not going to win this match.
No, me neither.
Seeing as Randy Orton is staying on
Well,
SmackDown
my
and Brock
logic
Lesnar is
is-
staying on Raw.
Yeah, and then people might be like, well, they could switch the belts, but they won't for the simple reason that the Universal Championship is red. I think this all boils down to the fact that the Universal Championship's red.
It sure is.
And that means that Randy Orton is going to win. That's how it works in my mind. But I think it'll be a bit of a weird one. I think it'll be better than the match at Mania.
Maybe. Don't get me wrong, I didn't think their match with Mania was any great shakes, but just the idea of a Bray Wyatt haunted house gimmick match fills me with dread. It's either going to be like Chamber of Horrors match, which is just loads of spooky weapons in the ring, Miracle on 34th Street fight kind of bollocks, hit you in the head with a pumpkin, or it's going to be some sort of like behind the scenes broken mat, like...
But not gone full. Like when the New Day did it.
Yeah,
And
it'll be
yeah.
like that. It's just I can't get my mind behind that moment. I think it's generally one of the worst things about a good Mania.
Yeah.
Is the fact that Bray Wyatt was showing off over the fact that he knew someone in the production truck.
And then Orton won. He overcame. It didn't even help him.
He overcame the maggots on the floor, which he couldn't really see because he was always lying on his back.
You would have just
with his
seen,
face.
like, blurry
He just-
shapes
He was
and
like,
stuff.
you're just
Yeah.
blinding me.
We don't think it'll be that good. At Fleming_91, this one's the morbid one,
Oh, okay.
but it's all right because we can do it respectfully. Bring one guy back from the dead to face a person on the current roster. No, it's not like there's
No.
I had two
Okay.
and I've forgotten one of them.
Right.
But one of mine was I couldn't decide between Brian Pillman and Roddy Piper versus Dean Ambrose, whichever one.
Oh,
versus
Brian
Dean
Pillman versus Dean Ambrose
Yeah.
would be great.
Brian Pillman versus anyone would be great. And I was gonna say the other one that I had in my mind was Randy Savage versus like a modern style wrestler, but just to see how, because I always thought Savage was like from a different era. He was amazing. He was so quick, and he was like a modern wrestler.
I saw this on Twitter. I think someone tweeted at me, but I think Eddie Guerrero versus AJ Styles
Oh yeah, that's
would
fantastic.
just be.
Or versus Michaels. Oh, Michaels isn't on the current roster. At Barrasso67, this is our final question, and I've left it until last because I think we both have the same answer for it. Does Charlotte have the best moonsault ever? No. I think we both know who has the best moonsault ever, right?
Would that be Kurt Angle?
Well, I was going to do a 1, 2, 3, but... That's all the time we've had today on I Always Mess Up That Sentence. That's all for this week on WWE questions you most want answered. And it's... Again, we've not bullied Pacitti as much, but we have rambled a lot. We've indirectly bullied him.
Basically our stubborn refusal to turn
Your
this...
stubborn refusal.
Well, it takes two to tango. But our stubborn refusal to turn this into
Dragging me around the
an
dance floor.
easy to digest, well-structured, entertaining video, it really does put a lot of the onus on Pacitti to make it work. Like people don't realise because
He does a great job.
These
bloody great guy.
the rushes we send him are routinely longer than 20 minutes, and he has to cut out a lot.
Yeah, he does.
Thanks for doing that, man.
Thanks, Adam.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you as well. You're obviously you've got this whole, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. Where you going?
I was going to leave. I thought you were going to do a closing monologue.
Oh, no.
That's all for this week on WWE Questions You Most Want Answered. I've been Jack from WhatCulture.com.
I've been Plumpy from WhatCulture.com, and we'll see you.
Still funny.
Is it?
Yeah, soon.